Hi, this is YS coming to you on the YouTube channel for YSQG. As usual, there will be little snippets about Qigong in daily life and little snippets about how we practice Qigong. And today I'd like to talk a little bit about the Qi. What is actually Qi? Because Qi actually exists as energy, but some of you may have read that actually the Western science says that even physics, modern physics has acknowledged that energy cannot be destroyed. So if all of us are made from energy, just consider that. If all of us are made from energy, don't you think that that is incredible? Because you are energy, you cannot be destroyed. So that's why I think if some of you have watched the latest movie that came out from Netflix, I think the Old Guard, quite interesting in the sense that if technically, if you are made from energy, energy in modern physics now they have said that energy cannot be destroyed. So technically, you cannot be destroyed. But why do we suffer from old age? Why do we suffer from diseases? Why do we suffer from all these pains, sufferings, uh, until we are so sick when we reach old age? That's something which Qigong has some theory about. So it's quite interesting to explore this theory. In fact, right now, the founder of our Qigong form, so he has actually mentioned that energy cannot be destroyed. And he has got a theory about how we came into existence and how energy comes together, and we are sort of the binding force behind our body. And there are very complex reasons for what happens to us. So we will go into those in detail much later. In the course of my YouTube channel, I will explain a little bit more every time, slowly building it up, because it's a thick theory. It's a very huge book. So coming back to what I said, energy cannot be destroyed. So if energy cannot be destroyed, and what is energy actually? Energy is something which we cannot really see. We only experience it in the latest era during the last 70 years, 100 years. Then we experience tremendous energy because of the nuclear physics that came into play during the World War II. So when an atom is being split, tremendous energy is released. So in a sense, the atom is actually one of those small materials. Of course, now modern science says that it is not the smallest. There are even smaller ones like protons and all that. But then on the other hand, when the splitting comes about, where did the energy comes about? It's such a small particle. It's one of our smallest. It's not even, there are millions of atoms inside our body, millions of atoms in any materials. Why, when you split it, there's tremendous energy. So in the emptiness, in the space, that's the explanation, space occupies 95% and above of all matters. So it's quite incredible discovery, because Albert Einstein actually has talked about it as well. He says, we are all made out of emptiness. We are all made out from space. We are made, inside us is all emptiness. So when you think like that, then you find that, hey, you know, inside our body, right here, inside our body, there's a lot of energy. It's only a matter of how we tap on to this energy. Think about that again. How do we tap onto the energy? Why is it when we are born, we know how to react? Our body knows how to function straight away. What gives it that, that instinct, that energy that allows us to function as we are now? And of course, in the world right now, there are many incredible discoveries which in the past already there. But it's just that modern science and in the process of a fast pace of life, we sort of push them aside and say, "Ah, yeah, never mind, we don't bother with this. This is not important." Then now we are coming back to all these thousands of years wisdom and thousands of years uh, in the past people have known about all these things. Yeah. So inside us, we know all the ancients know that there is a way we can tap on to this energy. But because of the process of you cannot see it, we cannot really feel anything unless people tell you or people train you to do it, then only you realize, yes, inside us, inside our body, there's a lot of potential, a lot of energy inside us which remains untapped. Okay, coming back to what I said about, oh, why do we suffer from diseases? Why do we suffer from old age, for instance? Because the theory is that as we grow from a baby, from a fetus, as we grow from a cell, from that cell which is fertilized, as we grow from there, then we become slowly more and more cells start to multiply and build inside us, forming a body. Okay, we are a body which is made out of material parts. We are made out of our organs. We are made out of our blood cells running inside us. We are material. But more importantly is there is a little drive, something that triggers us off so that we become human, and something that triggers us off where every part of our body knows what to do. Some don't want to think so much. It becomes, oh, it's too complicated. I want a simple life. I want a simple mind. I don't even want to bother with all these things. I want to worry about my life, my finance, and my family, and all that. So they don't bother. But on the other hand, if you really open up your mind to all these possibilities, how come inside our body all these energies are running along, making us work or become what we become? Forming our individual body, forming our individual self, forming our individual characters. And this is where, once you explore this further, you'll know that the Qigong theory that we expounded, our founder expounded, and which all of us who are practitioners of this Qigong form are starting to discover there's much more than just Qigong, just practice of Qi. Actually, inside us, once we practice Qi, once we become more and more sensitive to our environment, we know there's much more in the environment than if we were to be insensitive to it. So how does all this come about? What actually makes us we? Or rather, the biggest question in most philosophy, in most practices of energy is, who are we? What are we? How do we come here? And how do we get to where we want to go? Interesting questions, right? Just try answering some of them in the next YouTube channel. Stay connected. Again, we say in Qigong, we want to be connected to the Qi. Stay connected to us, to me, and we will explore further. Great. Thank you. See you again in the next video. Hope you keep following. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you stay posted to all the things I will talk about. Thank you. Bye.